So we're going to kayak out for the first time on this trip after a month on the road. Dead excited about this.
We found a really pretty little gorge to go down, so we've got our life jackets on, we're taking the boys and we're getting on the river, Lakey River, gorge. Let's go.
Really excited, looks amazing, let's go.
So we just arrived at Quinson, a little town which is in the Verdon National Park region. We just drove over the bridge back there, and the gorge, the little gorge that isn't actually that well known compared to the big gorge that's further on, but it looks pretty amazing. And this little stop that we've just pulled up to for the night as well, yeah, it's all looking good. So quite excited about exploring this little place.
So I'm just taking the dogs out for a quick walk before breakfast. We're gonna have a nice quick breakfast before we head off on the kayak. Hopefully gonna go down this amazing gorge that's here. The sun's shining, so that should be looking pretty awesome. Yeah, we should have a good day today. Hopefully the rain will hold off. So we've got the rug for the boys to sit on, the oars are in there, our life jackets, the dog's life jackets, and the waterproof bag for all the valuables. Typical Sarah trips over the only route sticking up out the ground.
Story of my life.
Wow, look at this spot. How amazing is this? How clear is that water? Awesome.
And we are going under that bridge to the gorge. Didn't take this one long to get mucky.
Someone's just been in the sticky, sloppy mud going after the ducks, haven't they?
Yes. Right.
You're definitely going in the river.
It's all right now because it's a bit of cloud. It was really hot this morning, first thing, so it's nice with the cloud. A bit cooler. Right, where's the other troublemaker?
Diz is already in the boat, waiting to go. Come on, Diz, you got to get your life jacket on. Safety first. Look how relaxed this dog is.
He's happy as Larry, isn't he? Dizzy's just happy being like taken places, pampered, just sat there and enjoying the journey, basically. Whether it be boat, bike, van, he's happy.
As long as he's on someone's lap or leaning against someone, yeah, or close to someone. Just floating down the river because there's a little bit of a current going that way through the gorge. So it's nice and relaxed this way. Stunning though, the colour of the water is amazing.
So this little walkway here, going from there, and I think it just follows the gorge. We're going to try and do that later this afternoon. We can't take the dogs on that, so we'll have to drop the dogs off back at the van after our little kayak session. And then we're going to do the walk. But in the meantime, how good is this kayaking? Here we go. We are heading back to base, a bit out. Been as far as I think we should go today. But yeah, later when we do the gorge walk, we'll be able to see even further. And then if it's amazingly stunning even further, then we'll get the kayak and we'll get back in. Keep paddling.
So we're still paddling to get out because we're being followed by some ducks. Charlie.
As you can see, as always, Nick's doing all the paddling and me and the boys are just here along for the ride. Come on, we're nearly back to base. So I've decided to take over for the final jaunt back to the van, and typical, it would be the most hardest part where the current is the most strongest.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, look, you can see the water moving. One really alert little dog, as you can see up front, and one little dog here who's fallen asleep. Jacket comes off, we have a good old scratch. That better, Diz? Good old fashioned scratch at the back. So we've left the boys at the van, kayak and everything's back in, we've had our lunch, got the bikes off and heading to the start of the walk and taking some stunning views.
Amazing little walk.
Check out the colour of that, like I can't get over it. Yeah, so apparently this area down here used to be full of water as well, and we were just saying how cool it would have been to go on the kayak down here because there's all these little tunnels, as you can see, all the way along. You've got gorge one side and then tunnels the other. See the other end there. That'd be so cool if there was water and you could go on your kayak.
Amazing, wasn't it?
Hey, so this is like the Explorers Triathlon today. We've done kayaking, cycling and walking and eating and cuddling dogs. Running
and tripping.
So I just said we'll just get to the top of these steps on this corner, went around this corner, and the steps carry on for quite a lot longer. So we'll still continue and try to get, to the top of the steps. This is insane, and they just keep going. Look how high up we are. We're going to count the steps on the way down because this is crazy. Like, we've been walking up these steps for, I don't know, it seems like ages. And we're still not at the top of the steps and they're still going on as far as we can see, but we can't turn back now. We need to find out what's at the top.
We've come round about 5-6 corners, but we're going to keep going. This is the final step. Yeah! Woo.
You go around that corner, there's going to be more.
Darling, that's the grave of someone who's died on this walk after doing those steps.
That is exactly what I was just thinking.
So we got to the top of the steps, walked along a bit, really nice pathway weaving through the bushland. Really pretty, but no views. There's a couple of signposts directing us to various places, followed one to go to a nice chapel, but then the path started going downhill quite steeply, so we don't know how far it is. So we're sacking off and going back.
We're heading back to the steps. we are back at the steps. I say there's 121 steps.
I'm going with 300.
Nick's saying 300.
I'm hoping there's 300 because it was hard getting up, and if it's any less than that, we sound a bit pathetic.
Yeah. Whoever gets the closest gets a massage. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. And a pretty good view. 121. So I was completely wrong. I said 121 and I don't even think we're halfway down, so I've completely lost count now, so hopefully Nick is still counting. Are you still counting, babe?
$293, $495.
You counted.
Is that 200? Is that the last one?
You counted on the way up to get 5.
295.
To get 5 off, you counted on the way
Hold
up.
on, and back there,
Secretly.
you said you were adding steps on to me, so I would have been a little bit more. Oh my God!
So this water is icy, icy cold. It looks absolutely lush.
Inviting.
And we're dying to get in, but it's so cold. So we're going to have an ice cold foot challenge. Who can hold their feet under for the longest? Ready?
We're going to time it. Ready, steady,
go.
Go. I reckon about 10 seconds.
I reckon about 5 seconds.
5, 6, 7, ow, 8, 9, come out.
Ah! Ow!
That's 11 seconds.
Oh, it's too long.
So I think those life jackets when we were in the kayak before wouldn't have saved us.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
Goya, Goya, Goya. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Charlie.